Anyway, we're back. What were we talking about? How Optimus Prime probably couldn't take an AC.
I don't know. I think it would be a close fight.
The city security system that we monitored has been destroyed, and the security empties from various areas.
Oh, Optimus Prime has like 2 weapons. A gun and something else.
To control the situation, but the scope of the damage is too wide, so we cannot completely handle it.
His trailer has a
We're asking the Ravens for help.
huge
all of the security entities in
gun battery in it.
the city. We have already evacuated citizens.
Sometimes, depending on what version of Transformers you're watching.
True.
The theater of operations is Fort Gardens Business District. Enemy forces consist of 12 security MTs, and the conditions for success are to destroy all security MTs. Accept this contract. Long story.
Do the thing. The funniest thing is that it took me many years to figure out what the fuck a sortie was. Like, it's one of those words that nobody really uses. Like, it's only really used in context of the military, and even then, doesn't really see a whole lot of use. Especially not in pop culture. Sort of like the theater of operations. Look at that draw distance.
Yep, it's pretty low.
All it makes me think of is I forget if 4Answer has if you can do system link in 4Answer.
I want to say you can, but I don't remember for sure.
I'd have to check. I know both Resident Evil games do. Come on, FCS, aren't you supposed to fucking be able to target shit literally right in front of me? It's in the box.
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
I would.
In my experience, just because a target is in the box does not mean you're gonna hit it.
I mean, I just need to be able to fucking target it. As long as I can lock onto it, it's fine.
Reminds me of a tactic I picked up in 4Answer of just launching about 7,000 missiles at an enemy and, you know, praying 10% of them hit.
I know I made an AC that is, like, literally nothing but missiles. Like, it's got the arm, instead of arms, it has missile launchers. It has, like, 4 missile launchers on the shoulders.
I think I did that with the GA mech when I was fighting, God, what's her name? The one that I hate?
Shamir Ravi Ravi.
Ah, yes, that bitch. Fuck you, Shamir.
Whose AC name is RadBros. Which tells everybody what you could expect from that. However, fan art depicts her as being hot, so, you know.
Don't stick your dick in crazy.
Terrorist group struggle that is occupying the oil extraction facility Tide.
Well, I got some bad news for you. My family only attracts crazy.
Yeah.
Although this facility is now completely abandoned, we were at the point of initiating a retrofit plan.
How do you retrofit an oil
Their purpose can be none other than to
extraction
sabotage
facility?
our company. We cannot let this delay construction. That would only play into their hands. The Tide facility may have some old tanks that still contain oil. They might explode if hit, so be very careful in your operations.
Oh, seriously, what can you do with an oil extraction facility?
Tide, and the enemy forces consist of flying enemies. Conditions for success are to eliminate the terrorist force.
I guess, like,
This
some
contract.
kind of filtration facility,
Long
maybe?
story.
Well, if they're retrofitting it, that means they're upgrading it to use it for its original purpose.
Oh, that's what retrofitting is?
System engaged.
Yes, upgrading old hardware with new components.
And that's why people just say upgrade. It's a little bit more to the point.
Or, and I might be mixing up my terminology, but it's something to that effect anyway.
Nothing but tiny things flying at me. A couple of them have flamethrowers. Why? I don't know.
Because why not flamethrowers?
I suppose if you want to cover the one weakness of a flamethrower, and that's you have to be right in somebody's face, a good place to put one would be on something that can fly.
There are very few games that do flamethrowers well.
Usually it's a zombie game of some kind. Nothing quite like having something that's on fire coming at you and trying to bite you.
We will now engage in support fire. Stay safe for a while.
Bitch, I don't need help.
Target achieved.
Or I guess I do. I suppose if you take too long, they do just kill everything for you. Because I'm still using like all the starting equipment.
You know, that's a good point. For using the starting equipment, you seem to be doing pretty well.
I can't take a hit very well. The damage of that rifle is...
Despite the small
dubious
scale
at
of its
best.
activities, the armed group struggles sworn to fight against Chrome is famous amongst the militaristic factions for being well armed, exceeding even imminent storm.
That's not how the word struggle works. Acronyms. Abbreviations.
In other words, they must have some powerful backing behind them. The only corporation that has the power to resist Chrome is none other than Murakumo Millennium.
I didn't mumble, that's just how it came
Murakumo
out.
must be giving some sort of organizational support to the struggle in order to whittle away at the power of Chrome. A very likely situation, as you must see. I'll be in touch.
I should start ending all my
Good job,
emails like
Raymond.
that.
We like your work, so maybe we'll have you work for us in the future.
Bitch.
You're pretty handy with an AC, but that alone is not enough for you to survive. Not skill alone. Remember this well.
I'm pretty sure that's all you need is to stay alive is skill. With skill you get the money.
And with money, you get the bitches.
And with bitches, well, I don't know what you get from that.
Alimony?
That's not a good thing, actually. Usually it is you who is giving the alimony.
We want you to destroy a Chrome gun emplacement. The gun emplacement construction site is located at an ocean buffer zone just barely outside Murakumo territory. Our repeated warnings to halt construction have been completely ignored.
I like how they're like, yeah, here's this other company,
Excuses about maintaining
this
security,
other big
but
mega
their intentions are
corporation
clearly
who now
a
wants you to work for
preemptive
them.
military attack.
I have no scruples about working for
We
both
now have no
sides.
choice but to use force. This time we have prepared an AC part at your pay. It is a prototype of the highest quality. We are counting on the Ravens. The
Not
theater
just
of
you,
operations
but-
is the Chrome gun emplacement. Enemy forces consist of 4 guns plus defenses, and the conditions for success is to destroy all guns.
Only 4 of them.
Accept this contract.
Yes.
Launch sortie.
That's the problem about not reading the dialogue live. And the music is
We've arrived at the combat
enough
area.
there that
Will
I
be
can't
as
just
soon as
like
your AC is deployed.
skip ahead.
System engaged.
I think one thing I love about the classic Armored Core games is every time you're dropped off by a ship, guess what gets blown up as soon as it drops you?
I never really noticed that.
Like almost every time. And if a game decides to bring an enemy AC in, you could do the same thing to it when it tries to leave.
It's kind of hilarious.
I'm kind of amused that the transports have their own health bars. Pretty piddling, too. I mean, I suppose I could take out the other defenses, but
You could.
why would I do that? I'm not getting paid extra. I definitely think when I play, well, when and if I get around to playing 4-Answer, I'm definitely going to just stick with that system regulation of you have infinite energy.
Yeah. That is pretty great.
Target achieved.
I mean, they put it in the game. You can select it at will. It's not like it's cheating.
It makes everything way more enjoyable. You want to overboost? You can. You want to do that everywhere? Sure, you can. Who cares what your generator thinks?
You got mail.
Look at that classic
Congratulations
laptop.
on a job well done. We are grateful that you resolved the situation quickly. Chrome's tyrannical conduct is becoming more and more violent every day. We would never stoop to the kind of wrongful use of force that they embrace, but we have no choice but to fight.
Lady kind of has a
I hope
point.
we can count on you the next time the
So
need
we're going to do the
arises.
thing that they're doing in response.
You kind of have a point.
I guess self-defense.
A problem occurred in the number 7 power plant of Isaac City. Due to security system trouble, the worker robots are out of control.
Beep beep.
Most of the robots have already been captured and destroyed, but some of them have entered the grounds of the power plant. Luckily, no major accident has occurred so far, but we cannot leave the situation as is. Because of the location, ordinary measures are useless. This is where we need your help. We want you to destroy all of the robots within the power plant, but do not damage the generators, or you risk causing an explosion. If you destroy a generator, we will deduct compensation for the damages from your pay. The worker robots have no attack capability at all, but you must move cautiously. The theater of operations is the Isaac City Power Plant number 7. Enemy forces consist of 12
The
worker
question is,
robots,
why do
and the
they need
conditions
me?
for success are to destroy all worker robots.
The robots can't attack.
Accept this contract. Long story.
If human beings not in a giant robot were capable of shutting them down, they already would have.
They have MTs.
I guess the MTs
What
are...
the? Oh, I guess must have accidentally copied that exact same scene, but whatever, here we are.
I think you restarted the mission.
No.
System
No.
engaged.
I think I actually just ended up
Do you read
copying
me,
and pasting,
Raven?
because
Hitting a generator
if
can
you
cause an
try
explosion,
moving,
so please be careful.
if you try moving the video, it would either make a copy of it or forcefully split it. This is my least favorite mission in the game, by the way. And the reason this mission actually takes so long is because it's like, well, I have to wait for these things to get the fuck away from the generator.
Hit the generator, X.
No. Because if you hit one generator at the beginning of the level, you will probably destroy your AC.
Huh. So it's less a concern of them deducting your pay and more of the generator deducting your life.
Yes, plus your pay. And spoilers, that shitty rifle has a trace amount of splash damage. And all it takes is the tiniest graze for those things to go off.
How fun.
But they can attack, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, at least you've got pretty much all the time you need.
That and apparently those shots are powerful enough to push the tiny worker robots.
They look like those little wind-up walking toys. You know, the kind that like they used to put in Happy Meals and shit.
Or that you can buy at like a dollar store.
Or that, yeah.
See, if I were playing with like infinite money on, I would have been like, I'm just gonna fucking blow this whole thing up. What are you gonna do? Dock my pay?
Blow it up. Settle down there, Mad Stan.
Yeah, if you... I think that is the only place. That is the first room if you blow up something while you're either in the middle of it, heck, hell, even anywhere in that room, I think it will kill you.
Huh. Just a chain reaction?
Yeah. Blowing up one generator blows up all of them. Except for the ones in the corner that aren't attached to anything. See those huge, thick power lines connecting them? Those all contain a tiny explosive in them, apparently. If only this were a game where you could grab things.
If only.
Technically, my left hand is free. So you could theoretically pick up one and just dunk it.
That would be great.
Or, you know, I could stab it with my laser sword instead of doing a swooping arc with my sword. I look forward to buying a better headpiece. One that talks in a British accent and, you know, speaks more than just a couple words.
Ah, yes.
One that isn't just like, thing did.
I forgot the different headpieces have more or less sophisticated computers. I can't remember if that's even a thing in For Answer.
I think it still is.
It's been a while since I played it.
I know Armored Core 2 and
Target
3
achieved.
mention whether or not it's like a male or female voice, but I think most of them say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, why would you want anything other than a lady computer talking to you?
I mean, unless it's like the Kit voice from Knight Rider.
Anybody who's watching this and thinking, I want to do computer talking to me, sounds fake, but okay. It also occurs to me I have yet to actually name the AC. Seeing as how it doesn't actually ask you to do that, just give yourself a name. Probably because I don't actually care, because it's still the starter AC.
Yeah.
Remnants of the squatters who occupied the abandoned factory on the
Oh yeah, I
east side
think
of the
actually
city have reappeared.
between recordings, I think I bought a better gun, and that's it.
Somewhere and have again amassed inside the factory. Clamoring for us to bring out the guys who hurt them before they're on a rampage. Our guard weaponry is useless. Any raven will do. Just do something.
The Theater of Operations is an old factory in East Sam City. Enemy forces consist of worker MTs and regular MTs. The conditions for success are to eliminate the illegal squatters.
I actually just used the original recording for that one. I'm just like, yeah, same mission parameters.
That works.
If there had been a number
System
involved, I would have
engaged.
re-recorded it.
How dare you come here? Don't get carried away just because you're a raven.
Oh yeah, I also bought a better FCS, or no, yeah, I think FCS. Something that locks on a hell of a lot faster.
Yeah, it does seem to be much more usable than the old one. And the old one worked, but it was less than ideal.
Man, the guns on those MTs are just pretty good.
Yeah, they definitely pack a punch.
Especially if, like, 3 of them are shooting you at once. Just popping those missiles out.
I learned to love missiles in for answer.
I look forward when I get to the point of the game where I can just use the moonlight and the God, what the fuck is it called? Kurosawa.
Yeah.
The superior weaponry of any Armored Core game. Not even locked on. Is that we're having that Sonic game issue again? If this were a game that were widescreen, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, you really don't realize how much widescreen helps until you go back to older games like this.
Target
And it's just,
achieved.
oh my god, my field of view is so limited.
Also, next time on Radical Bromance, more robots, more destruction,
Chicks dig giant robots.
better pay.